Hey everyone, it's the Solstice of Heroes event in Destiny 2 right now, so it's time for a new Destiny 2 video. I realize that the event has been underway for close to a week now, and some players have managed to finish all their steps to upgrade their new flashy gear. But I also know that a lot of players are finally getting free time on the weekend and are looking to grind for their gear in the least time-consuming way possible. So I wanted to say what a few of my strategies were so far for this event. First of all, I apologize because this event is going to be a slow grind no matter what tactics you use. There's a lot of stuff you need to do in order to upgrade your gear from green to blue to purple to masterwork, and I don't just mean having to play through the exact same story missions over and over again. My first tip for the green armor upgrading has to do with the elemental orbs you need to collect. To get more specific orb types, you're going to want to have your subclass switch to that specific element and also have those elements on your weapons, if possible. Then you hop into the story missions. The easiest way to get the elemental orbs to drop is by killing gold bar enemies, and the new story redux missions for the Solstice of Heroes event have a ton of them. But if you're like me and we're feeling a bit weak trying to solo these missions, then for you I would suggest the Payback mission. In Payback you get to drive a tank around and blow enemies up. You get that added bit of protection and can cause big damage to massive amounts of enemies. Blow them up, collect your orbs, and then if you want, you can get yourself killed and keep farming the area. The mission is on Earth, so if you have to collect orbs specifically in the EDZ, then this works for you as well. I was having some trouble getting the orbs to register when I drove over them with the tank, which is why you see me getting out to collect them. Just be aware of that. I also know some people have been getting some issues with the mission in general, getting the tank to spawn, not respawning in the correct area when you die, and so on, so be careful out there as well. Now for those blue gear upgrades. You'll see that you're going to need a certain amount of specific super kills, grenade kills, melee kills, and elemental weapon kills. There's a lot of specifics to do with this blue gear. So my suggestion is the place with the largest amount of weak enemies, Escalation Protocol. If you can manage to load into one that doesn't have any players, or at least just a small amount, you'll have a much easier time with this. You can keep trying to refresh and, fly in if you need to, and hopefully you'll get there eventually. Start at level 1, gather up all those thrall, and go crazy. This is going to take some time, so just be prepared for that. Try to multitask if possible. For example, while you're grinding the grenade kills objective, why not also try doing your elemental weapon kills? Or while doing your super kills objective, try doing your heavy weapon kills. And while doing melee kills, maybe you can finally get that Sunshot Graviton Lance Master work you may have been ignoring out of the way. To be honest, the melee kills one can be a bit annoying, so if you have any gear that speeds up your melee recharge, I suggest putting those on. Hunters, the knife punch that you do, that's not what counts, it's the actual throwing knife itself, so also be sure to put on the subclass that allows you to automatically recharge your knife when you get a critical kill. That way you can just keep throwing until you, okay, I died there, but you get the point. Also, if you're doing a specific thing for a specific piece of Solstice gear, remember, that's the only piece of gear that you need to be wearing. So if you want to get a bunch of Arc super kills, and it has nothing to do with the Solstice chest piece, then feel free to throw on the Raiden Flux exotic chest piece, because it lets you use the Arc super longer. The only Solstice piece of gear that you need to be wearing is the one that has the specific quest on it. Just be aware that, of course, if you're multitasking, you may need to be wearing more pieces than one. Once you kill all the Thrallin enemies in the first part of Escalation Level 1 and the Hive Shadow Rift ritual begins, you can just sit by the ritual and farm the 3 acolytes that spawn there over and over again, if you want to. Or you can let them all run to the center and you have another large group of enemies to kill. As the timer starts to get low, you can knock out the crystals and then kill the new Thrall that spawn in the center as well. You don't need to finish the Escalation Protocol, just keep restarting it. This is a grind after all. Also, public events are sure to start happening a lot while you're doing this process, so you can do your heroic public events triumph bounty as well. Alright, that might have been a lot, but I hope it helps you out with your Solstice gear grind. Most of the other steps for the gear involve specific events like doing a nightfall or some adventures, and I know you can get those done with your own fire teams. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.